Security of the yard. Father shall go.
Hey!
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 All right, now, I know the picture is small, but I want you all to see. First of all, today's supreme mathematics is wisdom, culture, all being born to equality. Let me step up here so you can see it. As I point, just pay attention. This is our school yard. You see that? All of y'all been in the yard. You see over here, ain't no fence. And that's how they jumping in our yard, stealing from the vendors. And when they steal from the vendors, that means the money, that expensive school that pays for all our expenses, lights and stuff like that, becomes short. Okay? Now, if you remember, 7 months ago, I told y'all that we the gods, we're gonna fix stuff that need to be fixed right now. And that was the whole purpose of me campaigning, you know, that day, the 5% Day of Renaissance. The goal was 500 guards. The goal was 500 guards to come up with $100 a piece. Just to bring y'all up to date on that, it's 26 guards, and we have $2,500. And we definitely need a fence here. So that's going to be one of the first prime things we do. Can you go to that other spot? That is the fence that we want, an up-to-date fence. We can no longer use barbed wire in New York State. It's illegal. So if we get a fence like this, going around that yard, it'll be hard for them to climb up there and break in. See? Look how short that is. That's like right here. That's like about right here. All you gotta do is just pull yourself up and jump down. Yeah, a little young boy did that. Yeah. Actually, Allah, you reality, and you Allah stopped somebody from doing it recently. You know? Yeah, dog. See a limb? We measured it, and it's 12 feet high, 25 feet long. That needs to be gotten right now, not tomorrow. You know, I talked to a few contractors, and, you know, a fence to match our fence, our 12-foot fence, it's not cheap. You know, it ain't cheap. The first bid was like $4,200. The second bid was like $3,700 and change. You know, so, God, your words is life, all right? Your word is born. You said to me, you're gonna give that money up. So we need that money. You know what I'm saying? Every God that's here, we need that money. We need to get this fixed. It's gonna be done, even if we don't add on. We're gonna get it done, because we the gods. God's on what? You know? You know, and the other thing is this. Where the other fence at, y'all? That's the only one? All right, well, it's another long fence that go all the way around also. Spear fence. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, that's gonna go all the way around, God, but we need that fence. Go back to the other picture. He asked me a question. Go back to the other picture. I ain't letting you open. There you go, yeah. This is proud. This is where they come from. That right there is 25 feet long. And go to the other one before that, so I was showing the fence that needs to be matched. The other one. See our fence that we have already over here? Yeah, the black one. We need one to match that. Yeah, and we're gonna they're gonna come and take the white fence out and put that fence there so we don't have to worry about it. All right? And a few of y'all guys said y'all got pleasures. I'm here. Whenever you want to come up, get your receipt. And also, let me, a few guards made pleasures. I don't know if they're here. I have their receipt. Even though I sent them electronic receipt, I have the actual receipts right here. So I'm just going to say their names and see if they're sitting out here. The first guard is Powerful Everlasting. I know our big brother ain't here, but I'm going to say it anyway. Almighty True Divine. And Born Reality. He's from Now C, so he probably ain't here neither. All right. And like I said, every 5 minutes I'm gonna run down the names so y'all can know who added on, you know, where we at, like I told y'all. First, we got Rasheen, Black Steve Rasheen, our nation videographer in the back, right there. Next, we have myself, Father Shalborn. Then we have Freedom, the college professor. Then we have Allah God, Hakim Allah, their son Manuel Allah, Allah Shamar, Magnetic Reality Allah, Allah's Mathematics IB, Sabu, Otake Allah, Born Universal, Understanding Allah, Born Understanding Allah, New Jersey, Bilal Allah, Lord Shalah, Firstborn Hakim Allah, Black Justice Allah, Our Born Allah, Our Powerful Allah, God Shamgar Allah, that's Black Sea Shamgar too. Shadu Allah from New Jersey, Positive Fourth Allah, now Judge, Thou Can Be Allah Christ, Everlasting Shabborn Allah, Powerful Understanding Allah, Almighty True Divine God Allah, and Powerful Allah, Man, Woman, and Child, Medina. All right, God, peace. And just now, Freedom, peace. So with that being said, I'm gonna say peace to the gods.
Hey.
All right. Hey, give me 1 second. All right, prepare for this. Back here, tell Divine, come here from the bottom.
All right.
Hey.
Hey.
My name is Lord Born Justice. I'm out of P-Law. James Mathematics, Wisdom, Culture, Freedom, all of the fathers. And the father is the equal and everything. I got a bill, man, that's so serious that it's like, it's way behind time. I know some of y'all heard about the email that was circulating about us not having the parliament here no more. Y'all heard that?
Yes, I did.
The reason why that email was sent, it was sent from the principal to Bilal, and Bilal sent it to me, and I texted it to certain people. The front of the school was no problem. Got a good understanding with the safety officer, and I go outside and make rounds just to make sure everything is safe and secure. Nobody is loitering in front of the school area. The problem came up when people were hanging out down the block on the stoop next to the church, next to the community center, doing whatever they do. I don't know exactly what they're doing, I don't want to say what they're doing, but the email states that they was down there drinking, smoking, and using profanity and hanging out on the stoop of somebody's living arrangement. And right next door is the church. We ask the brothers, whoever they are, and everybody here to inform, pull them up. Because if they don't pull them up, we're not going to have a problem with it. Straight like that. And the first thing you're going to do is start blaming people about what somebody did and did not do. No, don't put God and earth down on the street, God. That last parliament, it was God down there. Black Sea, I've seen about before. Black Sea Sheriff God went down there and Ali and spoke to them to disperse, and they did. They was from the nation. But there are people that live in that building that hang out, but it's not as many as us hanging out. That's where the problem came in. They're not hanging together. The 85 and the guards are not hanging together. It's at different time. That time, it was the guards down here. Straight up. That's why we outside now. Certain other guards is here. Not just the guards on security. They're walking around the block. They're going to the corner. And if somebody's sitting on the stoop that's in the nation, they ask the police to go around the corner. We asking everybody to do that.
What do you say God is going so real? Because this is a community issue.
God, that ain't God. I got what you're saying, but that ain't the issue is this. God, the issue is this.
One man speak, one man listen.
God, the community don't see that. We gotta be the ones to police us, God.
I'm not talking about police. I'm talking about we don't distinguish ourselves different from the 85% of that community right now in the corner. Right now, as I came up there, the 85% is over there hanging on the corner doing what they do. They look just like us.
We're not talking about the 85, I'm talking about the God. The one that we know that's God. Is the one we talking about, God. I don't care about the 85. God, how you want to tell the community that they look like God? Please, we got flags on. Hold up. We got flags on. We got crowns on. Those are the ones that's tossing it back, smoking and slipping on the stoop. Not talking about the 85% that be doing that. It's a few of them that's doing that down here. We talking about the God that's down there doing it. The one that we know that's doing it. The one we can identify. Not the 85%. The one that we can identify that's wearing a crown. They got a flag on their shirt. They got a universal flag on. Those are the ones that we're speaking about. The community is not concerned about the ones that they used to having out there. They be there all the time. They ain't talking about them. They talking about us. After they leave the block, which was the problem we had on the block, which we dealt with, was the guards leaving red cups, black cups, empty Hennessy bottles, empty Paul Sun bottles, beer bottles, garbage and trash on the block. This vicinity is basically residential.
That's not just us though. Calm down and let that man speak.
The thing about
You
it,
get a chance to speak.
That's not all goes down there. I'm talking about the
Listen, they can say, you can identify, you can't tell the community or the church pastor, oh, that's not us. So what's going to happen? We ain't going to be here. We came here today, I got a phone call on my way here. Security guard told one of my fruit, happened to be here early, that the parliament was canceled. I didn't get an email. I paid the bill. I paid for the permit. Okay, so nobody sent the email and said it was canceled. It was a misunderstanding. But if I didn't have the clarification to speak to the security guard, we wouldn't have been here today. The thing about it, the community do not want us here. They don't want the ones that smoking and drinking. We're not the problem. The righteous is not the problem. Those brothers that's out there doing it, drinking, smoking, and whatever, those are the problem. It ain't that they don't want us as the God. They don't want us here. They don't want the ones bringing that negative attitude and negative influence in the community on top of what's already going on down there. The principal worked with us. That's why we got the permit to come here. And we united Harriet Tubman. Thanks to Allah Shah, Sam Boone, and all the others that went to the community board when we didn't have no place to go, this principal opened the door for us to come in. And in order for us to stay here, they got to stop loitering. They need to come inside the auditorium, go inside the cafeteria, and sit down and chill. Instead of being outside. That's what happened in Harriet Tubman. Everybody want to go across the street, sit on the benches, and do this, that, and the third. How you going to identify the 85 from God, and God is doing the same thing, the 85% to them? I mean, right is right and wrong is wrong. If you got a substance abuse problem, yo, get some help, do your thing, that's on you. But don't let it affect what we doing right here as a nation. Because if we don't get here, if they say no more parliaments here, what you gonna do then? You'll go to, and them having a parliament at a law school in Mecca. With the same mentality and break through the same thing until the God step up and say, yo, we not having that. It ain't just on GOD. It's only a handful of guards on GOD. First thing they say, well, the security going to police the block? No, every last man in this nation is deputized as security. It ain't just 5 people. If y'all see something wrong out there, go say, go call Justin. You'll go call Divine Justice. You'll go call Power. No, I'm going to call Bongar. I'm going to call Day Son. I'm going to call Sabu. I'm going to call somebody, yo, they doing so and so and so. Yo, Lord Cossin, can you go down the block and ask them to move, please? If that's us, if that's not us, then I got an argument with the principal. My brothers in the nation, we made our round. We went down there. The people down there, Stu, was not part of our nation. They had no affiliation with us. Our people were adhering to what we were saying based on the email that you sent us, and we are adhering to what you're asking us to do. We appreciate it that you're letting us come into the school to have our parliaments, to have our gathering. That's the email that I sent to her. And I sent our apologies, not mine, our apology. Because if I see them, it's our brothers going down there doing their dumb mess. I'm God, you can't tell me what to do. That's nonsense. When what you're doing is affecting what's going to happen on the nation as a whole, then I have the right to say something to you. Any God in here has the right to say something to somebody if they see them doing something that's not right and exact as far as being part of the nation. They smoking them equal. Oh, it's legal now. All right, take it around the corner. You don't have to do it right here. You got a flag on your chest, you got a crown on your head, and you got a 40 in your mouth. Talking about the day mathematics, and you can't tell me nothing, God. And you know, I remember I was so-and-so. But you're acting just like the same man you're supposed to be civilizing. So how a person you're supposed to be civilizing going to listen to what you have to say if you're doing the same thing that you're trying to tell them to stop doing? Amen. How you gonna tell me to stop doing this and you doing the same thing that you telling me don't do? It doesn't make sense. The other problem we got is this. Our parliaments have been low. The turnout has been low. We barely can pay for the parliament. Show them the bottle up. That's the money we collected for the parliament. The parliament is $555. That ain't there. There ain't no $551. That's the whole thing. We need y'all to put money in the bottle. If we don't get the money in the bottle, we can't pay for the parliament. But then they're gonna say here, oh, somebody's stealing the money. Look at the bottle. It ain't no money. But when I used to get up here and ask for money, he used to walk around with the bottle. That money is to pay for the parliament and to pay the guards who clean up after everybody is gone and leave their food and garbage in the auditorium, in the cafeteria. If we don't clean up behind ourselves, that's something the custodian have a concern with, and they'll charge us and say, no, we don't want them there because they loiter all over the place. They left food over there. They broke broken bottles. They had a hit somebody snuck a pig in. All these things come up, and the brother that's cleaning up is the one that catch it. So that we can come here next month. I mean, everything being real, man. We grown folk. Or some, if the student is young that we have here, Everybody in here is at the age of knowing better. And y'all know somebody out there that's doing what I'm talking about. We ask you please, humbly, respectfully, tell them to pull up. Tell them to go around the corner. Yo, don't do that here. Better yet, tell them don't even do it at all. Take a break, man. Take a day off. The Sabbath day. We don't work. We don't get high. We don't drink. We don't do this. We don't do that. We don't do none of that. Take a break. Or don't come to the parliament. But you're not coming to come inside to build. You ain't coming in to add on. You're coming in to socialize. And we got time for socializing. We want to thank everybody that added on and brought food. We want to thank those that donated and gave me currency to get the food. We got a nice assortment of food back there. We got fish, we got turkey, we got chicken, we got mac and cheese, we got peas and rice, we got vegetable dishes. All because of your donation and the concern that you have to add on. It's all about adding on, man. If y'all gonna add on, not just on the food, on the security, I need to add on. Not just that, you need to add on to the bottom so we can have a parliament next month. Well, the gate, Paul Shop One got that covered. So the thing about it, man, I'm saying is this. Our parliament next month is going to be on the Wisdom Day, because next month is Christmas. The janitors and the security, they don't work during that holiday, so our parliament is going to be pushed up for a day. It's going to be on the Wisdom Day. You make knowledge born to anybody that you know that's not here, so when they ask you where the parliament, they don't be up here on the last Sunday or next month and say, yo, where the parliament at? That means somebody didn't tell me what was going on. So I say all that to say that we are grown men, we got knowledge of self, we've been around for a while, and it's up to us, man, to keep our nation strong. It's up to us to keep our nation safe. It's up to us to keep people from loitering from outside. You see how many security guards is out here today? I don't know if y'all noticed that they have a supervisor out there. They have 4 or 5 other artillery officers out there. They're all there for the same reason, because of the complaints that they're getting from the community. The community is writing a petition saying they don't want the principal to give us a permit because of the loitering, because of the drinking, because of the disrespect, the words, the profanity. That's in the email. If y'all didn't see it, you can put me to the side, I'll read it to you. But that's basically what it said. Some people put it up on social media. You know, we didn't want everybody, the enemies and everything, get hold to it, but they did. And they flashed it around on different venues, and they didn't say what should have been said. They added on to it and made everything look like a negative. If y'all familiar with the people that's making the comments about there is no such thing as a nation of gods and earth, that there's a 5%, and there was no nation of gods and earth, all that nonsense. That's what's floating around out here, where people can't distinguish who they are. If you don't know who you are by now, you would have knowledge yourself for all these years, months, and days, that, yo, something is wrong with you. I mean, you gotta be blind because you can't see. You gotta be deaf because you don't know. You can't hear nothing. Come on. You can't be blind, deaf, and dumb in this day and age. All of us got knowledge of stuff. We'll be seasoned in there. You know your mans and them out there doing what they're doing, ask them to please, man, pull up. Don't do it around the school. We asking y'all to donate to the Bible so we can have a parliament next month. If you didn't donate, peace.
Hey! Hey! Peace, God.
Hey.
My name is Ross Shamar. This business culture. I want to say one thing to add on to this God bill. Look out for your nation. This is your nation. We are men that built this nation and created the earth. So let's make knowledge born. If something is wrong, fix it. That's right. Fix it. Don't sit there and let things happen and it's wrong. Open up your mouth. You tell that man, don't do that here. You tell that sister, don't do that here. This is not a place for negativity. This is a place for positivity. We are a nation of 5%. We are the gods on earth of this nation. Allah gave us knowledge of self. He showed us how to live righteous, respectfully. Let's take this That's not right. If you don't open up your mouth, it's going to continue to happen. So you got to lay down this board and tell people that's not right. Don't do that here. We are a nation of police. We police ourselves. We tell ourselves as a nation what's right and what's wrong. But as guards of this nation, step up, man. Step up and fall. And you tell people, this is my nation. Let's make it happen in the righteous way.
You're a builder and build. Add on.
Hey,
Hey, just to add on to that, you know, a lot of y'all like to walk around like this. But let me tell you something. I'm telling
we
you.
ain't no joke.
Listen, I'm telling you. Look at me real good. You ever think it's like that? Oh, you think it's like that? You think, oh, I'm gonna just do what I want to do? No. Justice is reward and penalty for one act of deed. All right? So just like we praise you when it's your reward, when you're doing wrong, again, you heard what he said, we want to police you, you know what I'm saying? Not as a police, you know what I'm saying, security wise, you know, because I like it. I'm going to be real. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know, and it don't matter, let me make this clear. It don't matter if you walk with the law, or you his nephew, none of that. It applies to everybody. Okay? Everybody. And guess what? If you don't like it, get the fuck out.
That's right.
That's right.
You don't know we gonna meet you.
About the project, I want to understand those are pictures from the cleanup, yes?
Yes.
So, just to add to that briefly, those 7 students were from Gotham, Collaborative, those students are receiving community service credits to add to their graduation rate. Along with that, they were able to learn about a historic site in the Harlem community, and were able to bring children back to the school as they should be. Thanks go to Dr. LeBron and the teacher, Ms. Janelle, who was their supervisor. About mathematics, for being the licensed adult. Utilizing his social rights to make sure everything was safe and sound. And thank you for the brothers that were brought by, we was True Born Monologue, for a number of months up there earlier, to establish the heavy lift, so when the children got on site, it was an easy thing for them to do. Thank you to Born Justice for securing an actual truck, so the car the garbage away, and now that basement is cleaner. Now to the next phase. So again, just making the connections to what's happening now. We spend a lot of time talking about future development, but it's also talking about the now, because we're living in the now. So one of the things to also look forward to for next Parliament are a number of important things, but also look for our fundraising to begin to start again. And we have a very special lottery series or raffle series that will be happening. That will be via Zoom, and we'll be able to do it nationally and internationally. And then yes, next Parliament, we also will have gifts for the children again. So any of you who have children under the age of 20, grandchildren, nieces and nephews, please bring them to the next Parliament so they can participate in the gifts at that Parliament. One of the things that I learned from our older brothers is that no matter what the holiday was, Allah always flipped it
motivated and excited for the kids. So that's what we're gonna do too. Peace.
Tomorrow morning, I'll pay for December. As long as we doing that, the principal is real big. She is, Billy is reaching out to us to interact with her children. They want to give us a classroom and then the children that they acting up. But I was not having time to do that yet. We also have a science teacher, Ms. Young, who came to show us food last year. With that science project that she wants to also add on to the show crew with the reason that they have here to interact with us. So we have a bridge with them, and our bridge is better to cross as long as we act civilized at home and abroad. So we got a good relationship. Right now, everything is going up, and if we don't mess up, she's going to continue to give us love.
To add to that, Principal Barr is what we would call a well-wisher. She's really appreciating our relationship. But just like anybody who cares about you, if something goes wrong, they're not happy about that. So the last thing she wants to do is to take this from us, but she made it clear that she will if the complaints continue. So let's just be smart about this, right? We need to build a relationship with everybody on this block. Like, this needs to be the safest day of the month. This should be, wow, 5% is back, we know it's safe and sound, everything's gonna be peace. Not the opposite. Right. So, I'm not waiting for no one. I'm gonna make sure that we have a relationship with the chaplain, whoever is in charge of the food pantry that was making the complaint, that they know who we are, that we're gentlemen, and that we only here to bring good to their neighborhood. We're guests, and we need to act accordingly. At home and a what? Peace. On the other hand, you're able. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, we know that. I'm all for the fact that it's about behavior. Absolutely. Be on your best regard, we thank them, but you're 5%. But you forget your lesson. What was y'all two first rules and regulations and doing all laws before about manufacturing stuff? There are other rules and regulations which is not mentioned in this lesson. When we don't act in the cause, you exasperate, and the air and city's plot is hidden behind that. What I'm saying, I'm not fooled neither. The original man can make it home. I'm the natural landlord. I'm not sitting up here because I know people think, is he commending the behavior? No, I'm not. I'm the first one there. But I'm not, on the other hand, I know also, don't take for no, please, man. Make no mistake. Like the boy who I know, when you not, God said, I'm what Bilal said. When they see the Bible say, they shouldn't feel safe. Like you born with the idea to build, there's those who born with the idea to destroy. And they're sitting there flying. Yes, whatever the complaint is, we humbly apologize, but there are times I'm watching my brother, who am I to tell him he can't be on the corner? We're talking about in the block. Yeah, you shouldn't be. Come on now. I'm not done yet. Stop.
got for me for that, man? I'm giving more than that. I'm giving life. Yeah. So anyway, when I'm saying I didn't come here, but I'm coming here to let you know the eye is round because it gives you a well-rounded picture. Yeah, first and foremost, it's about us being on our best behavior. But I understand one of the rules and regulations is this interrupt the process of what they do. I break bread with my, we are Christians here. I break bread with my brother. I get it. Don't be in front of people's houses or whatever. But I watch man follow me. Majority of them on the corner. And why must be out of me? Because I was the one that ran around when he told the Jordan Harris something. I was the one that ran around. And COVID. And peace to this sister and this school for allowing us to be here. But just like Trump, right, this one, I'm glad that happened. Because that put a jolt of lightning in my backside. Because I'm going to make it owner. We need to have our own house, our own home, our own place. And that's not what happens unless we come together. Peace to this sister, man, who allowed us to come in here. I'm grateful. But this ain't my home at any time. They can close these doors. Just what am I telling me? This is God's children. We all wise. I'm not the other wise. That's the 5%. The other wise are Muslims and Muslim sons. You never dictate to me how I break bread with my brother either. I'm not religious. I'm in the behavioral health field. I'm the first one to tell you about whatever. But you're not going to change the culture of how I engage with my family either. Because I also know that you don't like the thought process of what we manifest also. I ain't forget that one either. And again, let me be more clear here. I'm not up here commending the behavior, but I'm seeing the whole picture 360. But more importantly, we need to have our own. And without that, we'll always be knocking on doors, talking about, yo, can we do this? Oh, here's what you need to do in order to come in here. When you have your own, but even then, we have to be on our best behavior. But listen, man, I'm not fooling me, man. You know, I need to say that. And I need to say, even when the birds are talking, oh, you know, 5%, oh, we're safe in the block, make no mistake, man. Their mindsets don't want that to happen, and you have to be, security means is prevention. So I have to make sure that I prevent that as well. Peace to actually offer, we're going to conclude on this though. Power, quality, and law, see everything. I want peace. Right? But listen to that. But power, quality, law, see everything. Don't think because I say peace either that I'm reading that. I want that first, but you integrate the process of that. You know what the opposite of that is. But first and foremost, I be the ignorant, I'm going to breathe in the peace. But again, man, welcome to the University Parliament. Peace to everybody here. They have your feet, and I'm going to conclude. Peace! Hey! He's still in the valley. Hey! Hey! My name is Saul Let me give you a history of this school. BS 92. Peace, last year. Let me just let y'all know the deal.
Last year, I came up to the school when we had a policy in a law school. And I saw Booth announce that I was going to the community school board to address the school board about getting us some property for us to have these politics. That was the first meeting at the community school board. I told a number of people that I wanted some gods and earths to come with me to that community board. A few that you all know are here, Doc Kim. The only earth that came was Tynetta from Medina. She's the only earth that came to that meeting. The rest was God's. I addressed the community school board and told them that we need a place to stay. I told them that we originally was in PS 154. We would prefer to stay in 154, but if we cannot go to 154, we would consider this place here. That was the first meeting. Okay? UK Justice was there. A few of us, God here was there. A few of us were there. The second meeting, because Bilal was a principal, I called Bilal and said, Bilal, will you come to your second meeting, which is once a month? So Bilal said, I'll be glad to come, Sarbo, because he's a principal. So I said, you could speak to them in their language. So Bilal came, and I said, go ahead, Bilal, speak to them and add on. That's how all that started. And then Allah Shah came to the second meeting with me and it started. But it was myself. I might as well let you know that I came to the first meeting and started this ball to start over. That is how we got into this school. Okay? Because they were running around trying to talk custodians and all that. They said, no, go to the community school board. So I said, I'm going to go and brought some people with me. And we began the ball rolling. Okay? Huh? Go ahead, Eddie.
Hey, so Born Justice and I, we just went down to the church to introduce ourselves to the parishioners, and they welcomed us with open arms. I told them exactly what I said to all of us, that they should know that every last Sunday of the month will be the cleanest and the safest time of the month. And you can see the side that they rep. Born Justice was the one who established it first, introduced himself, let them know who he was, right? And then again, you can see their shoulders went down. And it was about 8 of them, just as they were leaving. One elder sister's like, man, what did she say?
She said, her son used to be a father center.
My son was a father center, and the other one was
It was the older sister. She said she used to be a her. My name is such and such and such her. I said, pizza.
So again, it's about relationships. It's not about, so whenever you allow separation to happen, what happens? What happens? Making the devil. So it's about bringing it together. We're on the same block, we're in that space, let them know who we are. So it's a different, so the relationship is different now. So guess what I get to do? I get to email Principal Barr tonight and say, this is where we are, this is where we're standing to answer your question. Right? You don't need to wait till next month. You don't need to wait till the next thing that happens. Time is now. And let's take care of this. As we are preparing to have our what on. Because my thing is not either or, it's both and. We're going to have our own, and we're still going to be able to use community facilities. Right? Because guess what? I would say, I can't say everybody, I would say most of us as taxpayers. And if we pay for it, why not use it? It's our community we get to use and have our fun at the same time.
Peace. The church that they're talking about is St. Philip's Church.
Right.
That is one of the oldest black churches in the community of Harlem. They have a lot of say and a lot of respect. Listen.
That's peace.
Earlier the God was talking about we have to police ourselves. That is very true. Allah Shah and myself have spoken. And then we're talking about addicts. Let me just say addicts. These brothers and maybe some sisters have a habitual problem. one day, refrain from this addiction that you have. Now I know addictions is hard to kick. These people can't refrain one day. And it was said that it's not their problem or it's not their fault, it's our fault for letting them do what they do to hurt us. They're talking about telling them to go down to the corner. Like I said, Allah Shah and we were talking, we said, tell them to go to the park, not down the corner, not around the corner, because people live down on the corner and people live around the corner. They have something that is called a P-A-R-K, a public park. If you addicts can't refrain and control yourself for one day, not even considering what y'all are doing to our nation. We have the community, the churches, and everyone else saying we don't want them around because they do what they do. And you have not the strength to refrain from your addiction for one day. If you can't have the strength to do it, take it to the park. Not around the corner, not on the corner, because the 85% are on the corner, so y'all go harbor on the corner. I see y'all, bunches of y'all, drinking and hanging out. Everybody gotta see y'all. We don't have to do it to 85%. They have something called a public park for you people. Take it to the park where you can go hang out, sing, drink, do all that crap that you can't even control yourself on. Do you ever consider what the hell y'all are doing to your own nation? Do you ever say, damn, what am I doing to my nation? I know I'm an addict, so go in the park and be with the addicts. Because you don't have the inner strength to say, I'm not going to do that on the last Sunday of the month because I respect my nation. You don't even respect your nation because you don't even respect yourself. And the community is letting you know that if y'all don't stop, and the principal of the school, Principal Barr, is saying if you don't stop, I don't want to, but you're forcing my hand. Because you're acting. First of all, you don't even have the strength to police yourself. Second of all, you let the weak among you just do what they do. It's not the weak's fault. They weak. That's why they do what they do. They have no control over what they do. They weak. But we supposed to be strong. And we sit there and let them do it. It's not their fault. They have an addiction. It's our fault for letting them do it. Because we say that we love this, maybe more than they do. Because if they loved it, they wouldn't do what they do. Damn it, we only talking about one day. And they can't even refrain from that. Why don't you look at yourselves and say, like the God's been saying, how are we going to let them keep doing that? We need to get up as a block. All of us need to get up as a block and go outside and tell them respectfully. We're not going there to beat them up and carry on. Take that somewhere else and don't bring it back here. Because you're hurting what we are establishing. And let them know as a block of men, women, that we are not standing for that. We fought too hard to even get what we got. And we're not going to let y'all just destroy this stuff. We have to, you understand, if we move as a block, one common cause, we can accomplish what we want to. But if we sit back and just do nothing, it's going to keep on happening. Because obviously, they don't care. And people are talking about, well, as our community, we can do, oh, yeah? What about them who live in this community? That's what happened with Harriet Tubman. In St. Nicholas Projects. And the project started complaining. Haven't we learned our lesson? So here we come up here on 134th Street doing the same thing and acting like it's gonna be all right. Hey, my brothers and my sisters, you really think that? You really think it's gonna be all right? Well, I got news for you. Bulletin. They told us we ain't gonna have it. So wake up and smell some of that coffee that you're drinking. And stop being you're a bunch of grown men